Hi everyone, it is your boy Oni back at it with a not a video I will be give you. What if Deku had a Yandere Heram movie? Can we get 100 likes on this video boys, come one, and all videos are playlisted down below and let's start it.
Small pain, ouch. D-Danam, my arm is broken. Esdef, sigh Izuku, this is gonna be sadistic, smile, one hell of training. And yet not a scratch is on me. Mikan hurried towards Izuku as she started to heal Izuku's broken arm as Mikan had a worried look in her eyes. Mikan, shocked, why your arm is bruised and broken. Please don't overwork yourself Izuku, unhappy face, I don't like SSS seeing you hurt Izuku. Izuku, smile, give Mikan head pat, sorry Mikan, but I am gonna have to overwork myself ... but as long as you're there by my side nothing bad will happen, right? Mikan, blushing and need me be by why your S side, smile, why yes. I will heal you then ever you're injured. Why your own personal nurse. Izuku then started to rush at Esdef as Izuku then attempts to land a stable punch on Esdef only for Esdef to catch the punch with her hand as Esdef then quickly disappeared from Izuku's sight as Izuku then felt a blow on his ribs as Izuku is launched, sent flying as he crashes into the pile of trash. Mikan, shocked, huh? Zuku. Wow. Izuku, cough out blood, why you're so strong, you broke my ribs with a single punch. All Might, sweating, is young Midoriya gonna be okay? All Might then started to worry about his successor's well-being but was too frightened to say something to Esdef as Mikan then rushed over to Izuku's aid as she then began to eat an energy bar while healing Izuku. Mikan, blushing quickly, eats an energy bar. Don't worry Zuku, I am here to heal you. Izuku, feels a little better, smile, thanks Mikan. Mikan, still sad, gives Izuku puppy eyes. Izuku, thinking, could Mikan perhaps be afraid of me getting hurt? Gosh, Mikan so cute when she worries over me. Deku, snap out of it. Izuku then reached out his hand as he places it on top of Mikan's hand as he began to give Mikan a head pat as Mikan then become a blushing mess as she looked into Izuku's eyes as Izuku gave her an it, okay Mikan, I gonna be fine if I have you by my side, right? Izuku, smile, it's okay Mikan, as long as you're here to heal me then I am really not hurting myself, you know. Mikan, blushing shy, okay Izuku-kun. Just don't like us seeing you hurt, even though you reassured me I feel like one day I might not have the energy to heal Yuna. Izuku then leads and close to Mikan as Izuku gave Mikan a kiss on the lips. But it wasn't rough or anything but a soft, gentle kiss which made Mikan flustered as Izuku then resumed his training as Izuku got his beat by Esdef. Izuku then continued to clean the beach as Izuku began to take more and more junk and trash and even learning some new fighting styles from Esdef. And the Eraser Head as Izuku found some footage on the internet of Eraser Head fighting some nighttime thugs. Izuku fell on the ground as Esdef then gave Izuku a scary glare only for it to disappear as Izuku was on the floor with 3 heavy tires, 2 around each arm and around his neck as our green boy began to shed a few tears. Izuku, tears running down his cheeks, CC come on DDKUYUC can keep moving forward. C come huff. Esdef, thinking, why do I feel sad? I never felt pity for someone in my life, but yet seeing Izuku like this ... why does it hurt? I enjoy seeing people in pain ... but what Izuku is showing me is different from what I had seen. Wait, the voices, I don't hear them. Skinny Might, sigh Midoriya, you haven't been following the plan, haven't you? Izuku, holding back tears, I need to get stronger so I can achieve my dream but also grit teeth to protect the people who care and love me. My darling, I will fight Satan himself for my girlfriends. Smirk, so don't go soft on me now my ice queen, you got that. Esdef, blushing eyes, you sadistic smirk, get your up or I will break that weak body of yours. Izuku, scared SHT less, why yes my love. Izuku then kept doing the same workout routine week after week. Hours, even stopped sleeping once a day as Izuku would often skip his sleep working out late at night while the girls were asleep. Izuku would sometimes sneak out to clean the beach as 4 months went by quick for Izuku. Time skip to the 5-month final. Small time skip. Eseth, looking for Izuku, did my love try to escape? No. Why and your eyes, I will destroy every little thing just to find you, my love. You know, Yandere eyes Izuki, what did I say about this cat and mouse game? Maki, biting her fingernails, there's no way Izuku could leave like that, it's been a couple of hours and the sun is barely rising. Yandere voice, no he promised Mikan, worried TTT that sounded like Izuku. Katsura, don't worry Izu darling, your girlfriends are coming for you. Sadu, huh, was that Izuku? Sadu and the rest of Izuku harem all rushed to the location of the scream. As they arrive at the beach that was once full of people's trash and junk transpires into an extremely clean to every last drop, as even the trash that wasn't meant to be cleaned up was cleaned by. Izuku screams h. Maki looks at Izuku. No way. Did our darling clean the beach to every last drop? Mikan, happy blushing HHEDDL. Look how clean the beach looks. It looks so amazing. I am so happy for Izuku. He did it. Starts crying. He did it. Izuku, who had completely cleaned the beach, is yelling on top of a pile of trash while All Might in his skinny form looks at the young boy. All Might's eyes are filled with shock and amazement. Izuku cleaned the beach within 6 months, which should have been impossible for any person to do. Esdef, shocked. Wow, Izuku really did it. He cleaned the beach within 2 months. Skinny Might, incredible. No, he went turns into Buff Might plush ultra. Izuku suddenly stops yelling as he then tumbles a little before falling off the pile of trash as All Might catches Midoriya just in time. As All Might looks at his young successor with amazement while understanding that Izuku is completely drained and tired from training. Izuku, tired of All Might. I did it. Huff. All Might, smile. Ha. Yes, you did, young Midoriya. I knew I choose the right successor. Just know that I am proud of you. All Might held Izuku bridal style as he then puts Izuku back on his feet, as Izuku is then immediately tackled by his Yandere Heram as all of them started to cling onto Izuku, as his harem then began to congratulate Izuku for cleaning the beach. Esdef couldn't help but smile at Izuku. Maki, blushing, you did a great. Our love, we're so happy for you. I idiot. Why, you could have at least cleaned the sand. And it's not a compliment, pout, but a good job. You know, smile happy. Wow, Izuku giggle. That must have been tough, my love, although you managed to clean the beach. Mikan, blushing, and now WEC can G go to Izuku. T to G gather. Junko, punk voice. YEHHH. As your reward you shall get a boob job from your truly JUNKOENOSHIMA, or would you like me to squish you in between my juicy thighs? Akin, smile. HAHAHAYANDERE, smile. HEHEHE, and as our reward. Sadu, blushing, our sweet Izuku, we have been holding ourselves back for 5 months already. Yandere grin, just look at all the pictures we have taken. Oh, I'm sure you're gonna love them. Katsura, smile, and you didn't even glance at a single girl though within 5 months. As for that, you have been promoted to go outside for at least a couple hours. All the girls then stopped hugging Izuku as Esdef then looks at Izuku's chest only to see Izuku with a very sexy build, as Izuku now has a 6-pack and a lot more muscle, as Esdef then began to drool at the view of Izuku being shirtless. Esdef then started to walk towards Izuku as All Might then began to sweat bullets, thinking that his successor is gonna get his a beat. Esdef, heart-shaped eyes. Oh, it seems our broccoli boy has grown a lot now. Izuku, smile. Yeah, I feel a bit tired, but I also feel great, like I could fight 100 villains at once and get not even a single scratch. Esdef then placed both her hands on Izuku's face with a caring manner as she then pulled Izuku in for a kiss as both of her lips connect, which caught both All Might and Izuku off guard, as Izuku then began to kiss back as they separate, leaving a trail of saliva. Izuku, blushing. Esdef, Maki, jealous. What? Hey, blushing. Esdef, blushing, with that body of yours someone might to try and take you away from us, Izuku, so it's time to claim what ours. Licks lips. Izuku, All Might, praying for his successor's safety. Esdef then started to kiss Izuku's neck as she then bit down onto Izuku's neck as she began to suck as she pulled, leaving a hickey. Yandere Heram, where is our kiss? Izuku, sweating. And now darlings, there is no need to be jealous, I have plenty of kisses. This was the very first time Izuku had kissed this many girls in his life. Small time skip to the UA entrance exam. Izuku and the rest of his harem then made their way to the entrance exam, as unlucky for Izuku, and his Yandere Heram ended up sitting beside Bakugo as the girls tried their best to contain their rage. Mikan was sitting beside Izuku as Mikan was taking a nap on Izuku's shoulder as Present Mike was explaining the rules and how the exam works. Present Mike, cool voice. Yeah. So the first robot is 1 point, as for the second is 2 points, and the third robot is 3 points. Pretty simple as that now. Cuts Present Mike off. Excuse me. My name is Tenya Ada, but it says here holding a book that the 4 types, yet you only explain 3. If this is some kind of mistake, then you should be ashamed. You girl who's sleeping on the green hair boy shoulder. Mikan wakes up. You did I do something wrong? Ida makes choppy hand movements, shouts you should be paying attention and not napping on some boy's shoulder. If you don't want to be here then you should just leave. Mikan starts tearing up BBB but IIIW want TT to BBH here. Izuku actually pissed off. Hey, maybe if you were paying attention and reading the rules, the fourth robot is worth 0 points and should be highly avoided. Why not use those 4 eyes of yours and keep your eyes on the book and not my girlfriend? Thank you very much. Geez, did they shove a 14 inches dildo up your ass or something? Oh MMSS sorry President Mike, you may continue. President Mike, thumbs up T, thank you little listener. President Mike, now are you ready for the exam? Izuku smiles, fist in the air, YESSSSSSSSS. Izuku Yandere Heram. Goes the same for Izuku YESSSSSS. Izuku then sat down as if nothing had happened while the harem was shocked to hear Izuku say such bad words while Junko was laughing her ass off as Katsura, Yuno, Mikan, Maki, Satu, Akane all look at Junko thinking Izuku probably got it from Junko, as so the rest of the people tried to hold in their laughter as Ida then sat back down embarrassed and ashamed of it. Izuku words as Mikan blushed at how her darling was defending her as Izuku flashed Mikan a quick smile as Bakugo stayed quiet. Bakugo, huh, gets card, looks like we're in different areas, damn it now I can't crush you nerd. Izuku, oh thinking sigh, I guess Bakugo be back. Oh god, Junko's habit of cussing a lot is starting to get to me. I shall only cuss then I need to. Maki, giggle Yandere smile Bakugo, even if you tried I will be the one to obliterate you in an instant. You know, smile, just be grateful that none of us are at the same areas as you. Sigh sadly, we aren't in the same location as our darling. Satu, nod same here, just be careful my sweet Izuku and do your best okay no matter what. Mikan hugs Izuku, why yeah gee good luck Izuku-kun. Izuku, smile thanks darlings, smirk, whoever gets the highest score gets to a free cold with or without a shirt on. Yandere Heram, drooling Izuku SSS shirtless blushing. Junko whispers in Izuku ear, hey darling, then the gates open up, just run for it because there are no real countdowns in battle. Blows on Izuku ear. TT thanks. Junko, smile, anything for you my love, licks lips, anything. Time skip to the gates of the fake sites. Izuku and a few others made it to the fake city as everyone was waiting for the gate to open as Izuku noticed a girl with green, and green is almost the same as Izuku. Izuku noticed how the girl was breathing as she clenches her chest slightly as Izuku then began to walk over to her as if on cue. Ida suddenly appears. Ida, choppy hand movements, you were gonna bother that girl, can't you see that she's trying to contra T? Izuku, oh are you serious? She is clearly nervous so I am gonna help her calm down. Ida, oh, my bad, then moves out of the way. Izuku then started to walk towards the girl who was breathing heavily. The girl was clearly nervous as Izuku lightly said hello as she jumped a little bit like the green hair girl, locked eyes with Izuku. Do you need something? Izuku, shyly, no, I noticed how heavy you were breathing so I wanted to help you relax. You see, smile, don't think about what you can't do on the test, as long as you give it your all then you should be fine. Also deep breaths help too. Blushing, huh, really takes a deep breath, exhales, wow I feel better and lighter, thank you Izuku cuts off. When the gates open, make a run for it. Ha looks at gate. The gate then started to slightly open as once there was enough space to get through, both Izuku and the green hair girl dashed as they began to run as Izuku then began to use OFA at 20%. RP equals random person. RP, huh, what an idiot. President Mike didn't even say go yet. President Mike, what are you waiting for? There is no real countdown in battle, go GOOO. Follow the green hair kids. The people taking the exam felt dumb and embarrassed as they began to look for robots only to find a few already destroyed as some girl with short brown hair is seen touching and making robots flout and destroying them as Izuku, after all that hell training from SDEF, can use OFA at 20% as Izuku is destroying 3-pointers and 2-pointers left and right, dashing and jumping with such speed. Izuku, huff th 90 shillings points, I gotta keep doing. Suddenly a 3-pointer appeared out of nowhere as Izuku then immediately destroyed the 3-pointers with a flick of a finger with 8% as Izuku then dashed, scanning for more robots to destroy and points to gain until the ground began to shake and rumble as Izuku and everyone looked back to see a giant robot. Upon looking at the massive robot, everyone began to run away as well as Izuku until huff help, I am stuck under this ruble, anybody. Everyone kept on running as Izuku watched the girl plead for someone to help her, but everyone just kept on running, not looking back. This made Izuku angry, seeing everyone run, not even looking back at a person in need. and yet they all want to be heroes, is what was running into Izuku's head as Izuku glanced back at the girl as she gave Izuku a look. That look is what made Izuku run back towards the girl. Izuku screams, "Damn it, yet you all want to be heroes but can't jump in when someone is in danger." Ida, shocked, "Hey, are you nuts? RP equals random person. RP, what? Why is he going back? But that's suicide. RP, huh? Whoa, look at him." Young Midoriya, remember these words. Izuku then began to rant at the giant robot as the girl's eyes lit up with hope. All Might's words were running Izuku's veins. "Well, it went pretty alright. I managed to destroy a lot of robots and maybe gotten myself stuck under a pile of a destroyed robot and saved by someone." Sonozaki, worried, "Huh? Were you hurt? Did you injure yourself badly?" Shin, flustered, No, I wasn't hurt so badly, but some boy with green hair saved me." Sonozaki, Ara smirk, Ara does my daughter have a crush on someone? Because you look very flustered now. I would like a name, or what did he look like to make my daughter this flustered? Takes me back to my high school years." Shin, blushing, and no, I don't have a crush and I never got his name, but he had green, soft, a little bit messy hair, emerald green eyes, and cute small freckles. Mion raised an eyebrow, "But the way you said it sounded like you have taken an interest in that green-haired boy. Let's hope he isn't taken." Shin, why, and your eyes taken? As in already in a relationship? Mion, yes sis. Shin, smirk, "But anyways, I am gonna go to my room now to rest." Mion, smile, "Okay sis." I then started to walk towards my room. His mother reminded me that dinner will be ready in 30 minutes as I couldn't get that green-haired boy out of my head. Just one simple kind of kindness, and I fell for a guy who I don't even know his name. But don't worry, my dear husband. Your future wife is gonna claim what's hers even if I have to get my hands dirty. I will make you my husband. I then slightly chuckled. Author Pav. Time skipped to 1 week later. Izuku was moping on the couch while laying on Atago's lap as Atago played with Izuku's hair as Izuku could feel her fingers run through his soft, green curls hair as Atago tried to cheer Izuku up while Izuku thought to himself, will 90 points be enough to pass the entrance exam? Atago, sweet voice, Izuku, you shouldn't beat yourself over that, but be happy that you at least made some points. And as your soon-to-be wife, I know that you tried your hardest and I am proud of you, Izuku. All that matters is that you gave it your all. Izuku, smile, blushing, thanks Atago. I love you. Atago, blushing, I love you too, my love. Yandere, smile forever and ever. Ding dong. The doorbell then suddenly ringed as Atago gave Izuku a quick kiss on the lips, which made Izuku flustered and red as both Izuku and Atago stood up while Atago went to go check who was at the door. As once Atago opened the door, Akane, Satu, Maki, Junko, Mikan, Katsura all burst in holding a letter from UA. Junko, smirk, hey green sugar, did you miss us? Maki, blushing, just be grateful because no other girls will love you as much as we do. Blushing, and W, we found a letter in your mailbox that was from UA. Izuku, happy WAAII, it's H here already. I hope I passed AAAA. Smile, loosen up, my love, I wouldn't want you to die from a heart attack. Hands over the letter to Izuku, here you go, my love, I hope you passed. Izuku, sweating, I will be right, BB back, DDD darlings. Izuku then took the UA letter that gave him as Izuku rushed off to his room as he then shut the door behind him as a loud slam was heard. Satu then started to worry about Izuku as Mikan stayed silent and hadn't said a word nor greeted Izuku, which Junko found odd. Izuku then placed the ladder on his desk as he then opened it, only a hologram to appear, which slightly spooked Izuku as that hologram was All Might. Hologram Might, young Izuku Midoriya. As you can see, I am an amazing hologram, right? Well then let's cut to the chase. Izuku looked shocked but happy to see his idol even if it was a recording. However, Izuku was overflowed with joy as he listened to the All Might hologram speak. Hologram Might, smile, just know young Midoriya, what you did was very heroic. Saving that girl when she was in danger when nobody could, and to your surprise that girl you saved was as the daughter of the assistant. Izuku, shocked, what? No way. Hologram Might, smirk, yes, I also had the same reaction. Turns to the side, I have to make more of these. 1,000 more to go. Cough, I don't have much time, but the others pros were also amazed that you also earned rescue points. 60 rescue points to be perhaps, and I'm happy to say. Izuku kept on staring at the hologram as his eyes widened in shock. On the hologram were the points he got on the exam as All Might smiled as tears escaped as All Might pointed at the camera. Hologram Might, you young Midoriya passed with flying colors and happy to announce that you will be going to And Izuku Midoriya, welcome to your Hero Academia, and as your score you got 150 points, placing you in third. Izuku then chuckled as his eyes were filled with determination. Izuku let out a smirk as he instantly thought of his Yandere Heram. Atego, Ellen, Maki, Mikan, Akane, Junko, Katsura, Satu, Esdef. The girls who fell madly in love with the green-haired boy. Izuku. No, you got it all wrong. All Might smile. This is our Hero Academia. Izuku walked out of his room but only to find Atego, Ellen, Maki, Mikan, Akane, Junko, Katsura, Satu, Esdef, all seated on the couch while Mikan stayed silent, which Izuku knew something must be off with Mikan. Mikan is awfully silent, and the look in her eyes, they're dull and have almost no emotion. Satu, Izuku, half of us passed the exam except for Izuku, shocked. Wait, don't tell me that. Satu gave Mikan a pitiful glance as despite wanting Izuku for herself, Satu developed a friendship with Mikan and the rest of the harem as Satu was starting to get used to sharing Izuku. Mikan looked depressed. Her eyes were lifeless and dull as if she came back from a funeral as Izuku could see all the pain in her eyes as Izuku thought to himself, God, what kind of boyfriend I am if my girlfriend is this depressed because she didn't pass. Mikan looks down. I am sorry. Izuku starts tearing up. I am sorry. I could pass the exam. I tried. I gave it my all and even with your support sobbing still failed. Mikan then started sobbing. Drops of tears were streaming down her face as Izuku watched Mikan as she cried, repeating the phrase, I am sorry. It really hurt Izuku seeing Mikan this upset and sad. It felt like Izuku had failed as their boyfriend. Sure, the girls could be obsessive and possessive, but deep down they need some to be there for them. Mikan, broken eyes, mutter, I am sorry, my beloved. You probably don't want a stanky BCH like me. Ugly, I am so ugly, hahaha. I am sorry, I failed, yo. Mikan was reaching her breaking point and was about to mentally lose it when suddenly Mikan was pulled into a warm hug. The Yandere harem watches quietly as Mikan feels Izuku's warm and soft embrace, his arm wrapped around her gently just the way she likes it. Izuku, gentle voice. Mikan, please don't be sad. As your boyfriend, it's my job to keep all you girls happy. What good of a boyfriend would I be if I didn't support you back? You are all important to me. You're reason why I made it far in the first place. I love you, and I will say it as many times as it takes for you to know that I am yours. Even if you're extremely obsessive and possessive, I will still love you like the idiot I am. Mikan, blushing. I Izuku my LL love. Izuku then pulled Mikan a little closer as he lowered his hands and placed them around Man's waist, which surprised the girls as Izuku slowly but gently placed his lips close to Mikan's as both of their lips connect. They continued kissing as once their lips connected, both Ellen and Esdef walked in with a surprised face. Junko, blushing. Izuku, I have no idea where you learned that, but that was the smoothed FCKING kiss I have ever seen in my FCKING life. Satu, blushing. Izuku, just looking at you kissing someone I feeling a bit jealous. Esdef, Ellen, aura energy. Izuku-kun, where's our hugs and kisses? Both Esdef and Ellen extended their arms out waiting for Izuku to hug and kiss them, which made Izuku flustered and embarrassed as both of them gave Izuku the puppy eyes which he couldn't resist as their arms started to slightly shake. Esdef, seductive smile. Broccoli boy, my arms are getting tired. Ellen, seductive voice. Hurry, my arms are starting to hurting, my love. Izuku, blushing. D, don't call me broccoli boy. Esdef, Ellen, Yandere smile. Not in a million years. Izuku then walked up to the two women as Izuku hugged Esdef first as Esdef shoved her breast in Izuku's face while Akane, Maki, Mikan, Satu, Atego, Junko, Katsura had a scary look on their face as Esdef looks at Izuku as she lifted his chin up with her thumb. Esdef, seductive voice. Izuku, you naughty boy. Ellen then suddenly pulled Izuku into a seductive embrace, pressing her big American breast onto Izuku's face as both Esdef and Ellen had heart-shaped eyes as suddenly Atego decided to join in as Izuku was now in between Esdef, Ellen, Atego breast as they pressed themselves against Izuku, basically struggling to breathe. Junko, oh pout, hey, you're hogging Izuku and keeping him in between your breasts. Akane, blushing, darling, you pervert. Licks lips, but that's not gonna be a problem. Katsura, Yandere eyes, darling, what about us? Or did you forget? Satu, pout, yeah. It's time for us to embrace our sweet darling with lots and lots of love. Maki, blushing. Yandere voice, hey love. Are you mocking me because see I have a flat chest? Mikan, blushing. I feel a little better. TT, that's Izuku, but crazy smile. You're no T-pa-ing attention to us, my beloved. Yandere mode. Izuki, do you prefer girls with big breasts? What's your type E? Are you thinking about other girls? Hihi, I am not jealous. Izuku, sweating. GG girls. Mikan, Yandere eyes, whatever happened to darling? Are you planning on leaving? or cheating. SDEF, sadist smile rule. I don't remember, but you may and only call us darlings to get all of our attention, understand ... but sadly we crazy smile can't let this slide ... Now what should the punishment be? Izuku, thinking crap. What should I do? My darling is going out of control. Maki, and Katsura looked at Izuku with possessive eyes as if Izuku was the last candy at the candy store. Izuku started to sweating. He didn't move a muscle as Junko smiled, thinking of the perfect punishment for Izuku, but first he wanted to know something as Izuku was trying to relax. Izuku, sad don't you darlings trust me? Haven't I proved my loyalty? SDEF, Yandere eyes, yes my love we do ... but any slut out from the outside world there could steal you away from us. Yandere smile, you mean the world to us. I would kill anybody who hurts or insults our darling, as the only reason we agree to share you is because it would make you happy. I have known you since childhood Izuku, and you are the type of guy who would want everyone happy even if the person has to be hurt or yourself. Junko, crazy smirk, you don't understand Izu-chan. We're trying to protect you from the outside world. Girls when in love will do crazy, and I mean crazy things. Akane, Yandere grin, and we can't let that happen even if you tried to escape, of course you haven't. And whether you like it or not in this relationship there's gonna be some forced moments. Izuku, forced, what do you mean by that? You don't have to for. Maki, cuts Izuku off, why? You had so many chances of escaping and you chooses to love us. It feels, broken smile, like one day you're gonna disappear and I don't want to lose you Izuku. I love you. I am madly in love with you Izuku. Izuku, thinking these girls are afraid of losing me. Sigh, I did make a promise so I gotta keep it. Izuku, gentle voice, darlings. I will say it over and over and over as much as you want me to. I am not going anywhere darling because you're my girlfriends and nobody is gonna take me away. As your boyfriend is okay to rely on me as much as you want. I will hear you out and share your pain because that's what a boyfriend does. I am always gonna be there for you no matter what you tell me. Katsura, crazy laugh, ha 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 ha, so you won't leave me like Makoto did. You won't cheat, right? You won't leave. Izuku, gentle voice, no I won't. Katsura, crazy laugh, I stabbed my ex-cheater over 30 times before cutting off his head and throwing it into the ocean. I killed my ex. Izuku, thinking OMG I am so FCKING dead. Nah, she acutely killed someone because he cheated on her ... Well, he did get it coming, but still. Izuku, gently voice, killed. You must have felt so betrayed and hurt and even going out of your way to give him all the love and affection, but here's the thing. I am not Makoto. Katsura, shocked, huh? Izuku, smile, I am your loving, caring boyfriend Izuku Midoriya. Sure, you killed someone and I was kinda shocked, but at the end that was like a few years ago, but as long as you don't kill anybody now, it would make me really happy until death do us apart. Katsura, blushing, Izuku crying, why you really mean that Izu-chan? Izuku walked towards Katsura as Izuku wrapped his arms around her, pulling her into a hug which was felt warm as Katsura started to let Makoto go and move on with Izuku as Izuku lifted her chin up. Katsura gazed into Izuku emerald green eyes, then Izuku kissed Katsura as both of their lips connect as Katsura, thinking thank you Izu-kun. I can finally let Makoto go and move on with you ... But Yandere grin, if you dare cheat on me I won't kill you ... It would be more of a punishment instead of death. Izuku, smile, so ... Do you believe me? No. Izuku was cut off by Junko as started to make out with Izuku. She started to explore his mouth, moving her tongue and wrapping it around Izuku, tough and desperate to get some air, leaving a heavy breathing Izuku as his face was a blushing mess, and then Atego as she grabbed Izuku's face and roughly started to make out, and then Esdeath as she started to kiss Izuku, as the kiss was quite sloppy as she then bit down on Izuku's lip, which bleeds a little as she licked the blood off Izuku's lip as the rest of the harem had an Izuku makeout session. Mikan, huff my Izu-kun, my love, licks lips, tea that was huff, amazing heart-shaped eyes, and more. Please one more time. Sadu, laying huff, wow Izuku, that why your lips were soft. Sadu said as she put her fingers on her lips, as Sadu couldn't get over it how soft Izuku's lips were, as she had never seen a boy with soft lips before. Even all the men and boys Sadu has dated, she has never felt this kind of emotion before. Could this be what Auntie was talking about? Does Auntie mean this type of love? Can, blushing, hey Zuku. Izuku, yeah darling Mikan. Sad, I know I said I didn't pass UA, but they wanted me to be an assistant for UA as a nurse, so I will heal injured people and work alongside with the Izuku, OOWWW what's? Smile, great. Mikan, shocked, BBB, but Zuku love, aren't you mad? Izuku embraced Mikan with a soothing hug as Izuku then pats Mikan on the head, praising her for doing her best and giving it her all as Mikan started to hug Izuku, which made Izuku blush. but seeing Mikan and any of his Yandere Heram happy made Izuku happy. Time skipped to the first day at UA. After Izuku almost dying at the hands of his Yandere girlfriends. It's now the next day as Izuku says his goodbyes to Ellen and Atago and give him a kiss on the lips for good luck as Izuku's whole neck is full of bruise and bite marks which were made by yours truly Esdef. Izuku was a bit embarrassed and tried to cover them up but to no avail. Izuku, yes, here it is. Junko, shocked, well this door is huge. Do they have titans walking around or something? This place was like a maze. Satu, giggle it wasn't hard to figure out but I can't believe we're here. Yuno, holds Izuku hand, yeah it's always been our dream to come to UA. Naki, sigh blushing, well since Izuku has these hickeys around his neck we won't need to worry too much since once they see these marks the better back off. And your eyes, let's just hope there isn't blood spilled. Akane, oh it's only the first day but I think we should head inside. Izuku opened the door but his face dropped to the floor once he saw Baku sitting on his hair with his legs on top of the desk while a guy with dark blue hair and glasses who is making choppy hand movements is trying to tell Bakugo that he shouldn't have his feet on the desk. Izuku, oh damn, I was not accepting Bakugo to be he. Ida, my name is Tenya Ida, hey. Take your feet off the desk, that's disrespecting the school and the other students who use these desks. Bakugo, cocky grin, huh? You can't tell me what to do, but what middle school did you go to? Ida, choppy hand movements, I went to Saume Junior High School. Bakugo, smirk, huh? And Elliot, I am gonna have fun crushing you. Ida, shocked, how dare you? Notices Izuku, you're the one who saved the girl from the 0-pointer. Izuku, oh, why yeah that's me. Ida, Bose, I am sorry for that had happened before. You knew about the hidden points, you know? Oh well, thinking what's with this guy? I might let him live but if he starts showing any gaze for Izuku I am killing him. Junko, oh thinking this FC Kerr is the type of guy who only follows the rules and was probably the teacher's pet since kindergarten. Izuku, smile, ha. No, I didn't know about the hidden points, I just did what a hero should do when a person is in danger. Any hero would come to their rescue and jump in. Junko, smirk, nice to meet you, robot man. Ida, hey, I am no robot. Satu, but you do act like one. Sigh, this class looks alright. Katsura, thinking at least there aren't any girls who would be interested in Izu. Are you the green hair guy from the exam? That was cool how you one-shot that robot. Izuku, hinking that calm. Izuku, you can do this. Izuku, smile, thanks but I am glad that you're alright. Shun, oh my name is Shinsana Zaki, smile, this nice seeing you again and thanks for saving me. Shun, thinking oh these marks on his neck are hickeys, so he's already taken, huh? But who are those girls? Are they clinging on to him? These sluts better break up with him before I murdered each and every single one, so it can only be your amazing wife Shin and my husband. Izuku, oh my name is Izuku Midoriya, it was nice meeting you. I would have done what any hero should have done. You know, pressed her boobs against Izuku's arm, thinking this slut thinks she can talk to my Izuki. I can tell that she has taken a liking towards my Izuki. Only those who are will to kill will be able to share. Uraraka, shocked, wow you're the green-haired guy who one-shot a 0-pointer. My name's Achako Uraraka and I hope we can be friends. Naki, clings onto Izuku's arm, Izukun, we should sit down before our teacher gets mad. Dank, oh ha, girl, what you saying? I don't see our teacher around. Then suddenly a hobo in a sleeping bag makes his presence known as he gets out of his sleeping bag looking like he hadn't slept in ages. Owaza looks in shock and amazement at how sharp her senses are. Owaza uses quirk, everyone shut up. It took you 8 seconds to quiet down, so there won't be a next time, understand? Sai here puts on these PE clothes and meet me outside. Uraraka, but mister, what about orientation? Sadu, Sai, this is basically his class so he gets to do whatever he wants, even skipping oration. Izuku, amazed, whoa Sadu, I actually didn't think of that, you're so smart, wholesome smile. Sadu, blushing, thank you my sweet Izukun. Owaza, smirk, Sai, what Matsuzaka said. It's my class so I chose how I want to run things, now hurry up and go to your changing room. Take too long and I will expel everyone. Owaza said with venom in his voice as everyone was scared and didn't want to get expelled, so everyone changed into their PE clothes as Izuku was changing until he heard someone speak to him. Yo man, the Ijiro Kirishima, and I gotta say you look manly. What's your workout routine? That's how Izuku looks shirtless. Izuku, sweating, haha, well it's a lot of training and studying, but I gotta say it's pretty harsh training. I have to do 30 everything, and if I stop even a little then the number will go higher. Kirishima, shocked, that's manly. Denki, yo Denki Kaminari, and by the way, crying out blood, who were those hot chicks? They were clinging on to you. Mainta, crying out blood, yeah, are they your girlfriend or something? Bakugo, smirk huh. The nerd, girlfriends, haha, not a ch. Izuku, without haste yes. Minta, pervy smile look guys I found a small peephole that leads to the girls' changing room. Now I can see that girl with a busty chest. And that pink-haired girl round juicy A. In fact, a small little hole leads to the girls' changing room as Minta tried to take a peek as he was then stopped by Izuku started to release a deadly aura as Minta started to shake in fear. Izuku then spoke. Izuku, blowing green eyes take a peep and those girls will tear you to shreds, feed you to a pack of wolves, or dump your body into a lake. I am not the one who's gonna tear you shreds they are. Minta, scared huh. Oh okay. Please don't feed me to the pack of wolves I still hadn't finished my Midnight X Mount Lady X Sexy Male Reader. Hiroshima. Oh dude you're pretty weird and that's not really manly but Midoribro having multiple girlfriends is pretty damn manly. Izuku, thinking oh you don't know the half of it. I barely surviving including that I have to keep my darling's mental health in check or else it's back into the basement for me but I hope things don't go bad. After all, it's only the first day. Izuku, blushing ha you don't know the half of it. Denki, crying blood lucky bastard has a harem. Girls changing room. Junko, smirk Izuku is sure protective isn't he as expected. Yuno, blushing nods yes Izuku is. Junko putting on her UAPE clothes as she wore her green bra because it reminded her of Izuku as Junko couldn't help but let out a smirk that he's protective of his harem but she also had her eye on someone. Shinsanazaki, Junko quirk allows her to see a person truth just by looking at them. Junko, thinking I gotta keep my eye on that girl. She has taken a liking to my Izuku but as far as I predict she might do something fishy like making small talk. You know, blushing Izuku is such a perfect boyfriend I want to go home already so we can cuddle. Katsura, sigh Yandere smirk boyfriend. You mean husband but what a shame I was hoping Bakugo to not be in this class I find him a pain in the for us and our darling Izuku. Maki, blushing yeah Izubaka should be grateful that we're his girlfriends. Dummy, Akane, blushing Maki you sure are a tsundere right. You know, Akane, Maki, Sadu, Katsura noticed Junko secretly looking back at that green-haired girlshin, who has almost the same emerald eyes as Izuku and a pretty decent bust size. Suddenly Mina, a girl with pink hair familiar to Yuno and kinda looks like an alien, walks up to the Yandere girls. Nina, smile hi, I am Mina Ashido, so you guys are dating that green-haired guy. Maki, blushing cold voice and, is it bothering you? Tisk, our relationship with Izuku is none of your concern. You know, fake smile oh don't mind Maki she can be cold to others she doesn't know but yes we're dating Izuku. Sadu, Yandere smile is our sweet boyfriend. Junko, Yandere eyes why do you ask? Nina, shocked oh I just wanted to say that you girls and that green-haired guy make a pretty good couple. Maki, blushing what makes you say that? Nina, smirk let me guess you girls control the relationship. Well, I am what you call the shipper. And don't worry green-haired guy isn't my type smile I have some else in mind well see you outside. Waves bye. Nina then walks out of the changing room already in her UAPE clothes while Shin watched as both Shin and Junko make eye contact before quickly looking away. Shin felt like someone was catching onto her and her motive as she took a quick glaze at Yuno. Maki, Akane, Katsura then walked out. Akane whispers to Maki something off about her. I don't know but I am getting weird vibes from her. Satu whispers to Maki, Yuno, Akane, Katsura yeah. I know you mean that one with long green hair. Katsura whispers to Maki, Yuno, Akane, Katsura she is clearly in love with someone. Her body language says it all but who is she in love with? Maki, Yandere eyes whispers to Maki, Yuno, Akane, Katsura, Sadu I hope she isn't in love with our Izuku TSK. Akane whispers to Maki, Yuno, Akane, Katsura, Sadu possessive eyes yes I know how you feel but for now, we should keep an eye on her. Maki, Yuno, Akane, Katsura, Satu walked out of the girls' changing room as Mr. Aizawa was waiting outside looking pretty annoyed as the harem then meet up beside their darling as Izuku was quite nervous. Being able to use OFA at 20% within 5 months was like hell for Izuku and learned that Esdeath is a scary woman when her sadist side takes over. Aizawa then held up a device that had the scores from the entrance exam. Aizawa, Sai took you all long enough. Now we're gonna do a quirk test to comprehend what you're capable of performing a quirk apprehension test. Sadu since you got the highest you start first Bakugo after Sadu. Nina, smile wow this is gonna be fun. Junko, sigh now you have done it, you greatly doomed us all, and this hobo gonna do the smirk as he runs his hand up his hair wanting to look like a badass. Aizawa then runs his hand through his hair as all the students were shocked at Junko's prediction. Aizawa's hand pushed through his long black hair back with his hand as he let out a badass smirk. Aizawa, badass smirk, you think this is fun? Well, newsflash, hero work isn't always saving people with a smile. Life is unfair. Natural disaster is unfair. The treatment of quirkless people isn't always fair. Whoever gets last is gonna get expelled from UA. And use your quirks to its full potential. Class 1A except for Yandere Heram. What? Junko, smirk told you so, a hottie like me never lies. Small time skip. Izuku did pretty well in the test, better than the anime. Izuku did pretty good as he used 20% on some tests, as everyone, even Bakugo, was shocked at the display of power even though Izuku was only using 20%. Shin was also amazed that her future husband had a strong quirk as it was now for the final part, the ball toss. Aizawa, thinking Midoriya ... you're only using half of your full potential even though I said to use your quirk to the fullest. Aizawa, tossed ball towards Satu. Alright, now throw that ball without moving from that circle. Aizawa then lightly tossed the ball to Satu as she caught it in her hands. Satu then nodded at Aizawa before looking back at Izuku, who gave Satu a thumbs up and a smile. The ball was in her hands as Satu's hands started to tremble, which didn't go unnoticed by Izuku and Aizawa. In the sad Satu backstory flashback, there stood a little happy girl with pink hair and eyes as her mother and father laughed together as they played with their little girl who was 4. She had a small wand and a cape. 4-year Satu, smile mama, I am gonna be a hero to make you proud. Mom, smile sweetly, no matter what we will always be proud of you. I can wait to watch my baby grow up. The mom said with a sweet voice as 4-year Satu went up and hugged her mom as she let out a playful laugh as Satu laughed while the father had a small pout on his face. Dad, pout, hey you haven't forgotten about Papa. 4-year Satu, smile Papa. Mama W, watch me become big and pretty just like Mama. I want to also be big like Papa. 4-year Satu drenched in blood as the corpses of mother and father lifeless, limbs ripped apart. Blood spattered all over the small room as both the lifeless body that once used to be a happy laughing mother is now dead. The loving and caring father who loved her daughter dead. 4-year Satu could be seen laughing at the dead corpses of her parents. Blood covered the wall and floor as it started to realize an unpleasant smell. The smell of rotten blood. 4-year Satu then started sobbing before full out crying at the sight of the core. 4-year Satu, crying mama. Papa, wake up. Why you can stop playing hick mama. Papa, Satu accidentally killed her parents because of her quirk that made 4-year Satu insane and kill both of them. Saya was now living with her aunt as she aunt would often call over men so they can have sex and beat her, in which the aunt found pleasure, all while 4-year Satu would watch from the corner of the door. One time 4-year Satu was playing with her teddy bear when out of nowhere Auntie snatched the teddy bear away from Satu and tore its head clean off. Satu, blushing, thinking my sweet Izuku, I feel calm and the trembling disappear. Thank you Izuku, I really need that. This is why I love you so much, my love, I need you. You're the only person I need to live. I love you, I love you, I love you. Satu, blushing, smile T, thank you Izuku-kun. I feel more relaxed now. Izuku, blushing, GG, good, he trying to be a good boyfriend, wholesome smile. Izuku gives Satu a quick kiss on the lips in front of everyone as all the students were blushing and shocked while Aizawa watched as he let out a sigh. Izuku then quickly went back to where he was standing as Satu with newfound confidence started to use her quirk as the ground then slightly started to break as she then threw the ball with force and acceleration that the ball blasted its way into the sky, possibly landed all the way to the next city that was miles and miles away. Satu stops using her quirk, huff puff, whoa. Aizawa looks at device, what the hell? I have never seen someone with that powerful of a quirk. Bakugo, jaw all the way to the ground. What? No way, you. The extra cheated. Class 1A, what? Aizawa then tossed the ball towards Bakugo as he catches it. Bakugo then started to stretch a little with the ball in his hands as Bakugo does his signature cocky smirk before throwing the ball with his quirk, making the ball go really far but not far enough to beat Satu while screaming. Bakugo, screaming die. Class 1A expect for Izuku and his harem. Thinking, did he just shout die? Izuku, sigh, thinking, yup, that's the good old Bakugo, nothing has changed over the years. Kirishima, whispers, bro, that was cool how you comforted your girlfriends. Every manly bro. Izuku, smirk, broccoli fist bump. Kirishima, smirk, broccoli fist bump. Both Izuku and Kirishima do one of the manliest fist bumps ever while Shin tries her best to keep her anger in check as Shin starts to think of a plan to kidnap and keep Izuku to herself. Shin, thinking foo foo foo, oh I know you didn't mean to kiss that pink-haired slut, but don't worry, your girlfriend will calm you soon enough, and you better love me or else I would have to use force, and we wouldn't want now, do we? Aizawa, Midoriya, you're next. All you have to do is throw the ball as far as you can without leaving that circle. Toss ball towards Izuku. Izuku catches ball. Okay. Bakugo, smirk, you're not even gonna throw it that far with that quirkless body of yo. Maki, deadly stare, shut your mouth before I break that jaw of yours. Tisk. Izuku then started to use OFA 20% as it spread around his bodies, while green electric started to surround Izuku as he then was about to toss the ball with all his strength. But just as he was about to throw the ball, Aizawa to suddenly deactivate Izuku's quirk. But here's the catch: instead of fully throwing the ball, he stopped right as Aizawa deactivated OFA. Izuku stops, ball still in hand. I had a feeling you were gonna use your quirk on me. Aizawa, smirk, why aren't you using your quirk to the fullest? Sai, I said to use quirk without holding back. Izuku, sweating, oh well, you see, if I use my quirk to the fullest I am gonna end up breaking some of my bones in my body. Aizawa then started to walk towards Izuku looking pissed off as he then pulls Izuku towards him using his capture scarf. Izuku is already used to people giving him mean glares and didn't even flinch at the sight of Aizawa, as you know. Maki, Junko, Satu, Katsura, Akane are starting to get proactive of their darling Izuku and didn't like how Aizawa was treating their darling. Aizawa, you can't control your quirk to the fullest, so what will you do if you break all your bones in your body? Who do you think is gonna save you? Akane started to get pissed off, as well as Satu. Izuku, Yandere Heram were getting ready to attack if they feel like their darling is in danger. Yuno and Junko were pissed off to the max as a vine was popping out of forehead, as while Katsura had an angry expression. Aizawa, glowing red eyes, Midoriya, you can't become a hero with a quirk like that. Atu, Yandere eyes, thinking he did not just told my darling that he can't be a hero. Junko, already pissed off, thinking I swear to my whole career that I am about to grab that long ass hair of yours and cut it and sell them to the bald kids. Nobody tells what Izuku can and can't do, only us, his FCKING sexy girlfriends. Akane, Yandere eyes, stab, 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 hahaha. You think I am gonna let you hurt my darling feeling? Oh just wait, I will kill you. All for my darling, hahaha. Don't worry, Akane will make those bad people go away. Maki, thinking, you black-haired shit-eating bastard. If you hurt Izuku feeling, I am gonna slice that neck of yours. Izuku, my husband, once we start a family we will never have to worry about hero work again. After all, I will fight with you no matter. You need me and only me to fight for you, right? Katsura, thinking, no my darling, please don't believe his lies, you would make an excellent hero. After all, you aren't gonna be alone, we will always be by your side, Yandere I, forever together with the rest of the harem. Shin, thinking, oh my husband, don't listen to that hobo's words. I will get rid of the people who look down on you, haha, so it will just be us and us only, my husband. Izuku Sanazaki, yes Shin, Midoriya doesn't sound bad at all. Foo foo foo. Denki, confused, wait, did he say disable your quirk? Mina, like, is that even possible? Class 1A, yeah, like how? Izuku, smirk, our teacher is the pro hero Eraserhead. He an undercover hero or known to work at night, which is why he always tired. There's not much footage of him because he doesn't really like the media following him around, but I find Eraserhead to be an inspiration because he practically fights quirkless and uses his quirk when he need to. It doesn't matter if your quirk is flashy or, but it's how you use it. Even the weakest quirk can be powerful in its own way. Class 1A, thinking, whoa, he surely knows a lot about hero, but it's kinda creepy. Shin, Yandere eyes, why do I feel like someone is talking SHT about my husband? Izuku, sigh, thinking, ah, I should use OFA 100% on my finger. Aizawa was kinda surprised at how much Izuku knew about him since he tried to keep all of that a secret, as Aizawa then started to feel bad at what he said to Izuku. Aizawa isn't always a cold person, it's just how he is after losing his best friend at hero duty. It really broke him, which is why he always acts cold to the people around him, but the look in Midoriya eyes, it reminded him of his best friend, that fearless smile. Aizawa then stepped back as Izuku was now in the circle, gets ready to throw the ball as everyone expects for Izuku's Yandere Heram, and Shin also Kirishima began to whisper, a quirk that breaks your bones whenever you use it. Yuno and Satu even tried to keep their anger in check as they watch Izuku throw, as Izuku uses OFA at 100% on his finger. Izuku, SMASHHH. Everyone was shocked as all might. Esdef, Mikan watched from the sideline, making sure to keep hidden from sight, as they were also amazed at Izuku's way of solving the problem. Izuku then grips his hand into a fist as he stared at Aizawa dead in the eyes with a smirk that screams determination. Izuku chuckles, it doesn't hurt that much, but look, I am still standing. Shin, Yandere smile, thinking, ah, hearing my husband chuckle made me all wet heart-shaped eyes. All wet heart-shaped eyes. All wet heart-shaped eyes. All wet heart-shaped eyes. All wet